Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet. And I think this is going to be the last video I do today. Well, last three. This is the last one. And I did have a few things to tell you about. Make sure you check out the community tab. If you haven't watched the other two videos before, please do, because they are telling you about what's in the community tab and things that's going on. And also, if you want to share us out, please remember the thummies would be awesome. Okay, now, I have to give you a catch up about our cats. I am not a cat person per se. Okay. But Mama G-Gear, she knows that I have fallen in love with these outside cats we have. And she tells me I'm a cat lover. But I do love them. Just not inside. But Cray Cray has got a crush on Robert and jumps in here every time. And then I have to catch her. She looks for him. And then he's sitting there doing a puzzle. And he got up to see her. She jumped up on his chair. Was standing there just looking at his puzzle like this. And now she, every once in a while, tries to bite me and my next door neighbor. And she's like, why are you being such a little, ew? And I'm like, she is one. She's just mean. But not to Robert. She looks up at him with them googly eyes. I'm like, oh, please. Come on, all right? And then, okay, I'm telling you guys that have cats. Okay, Littlefoot has traumatized me. I have them all kinds of toys. They have their Weeble Wobbles. They have, you know, they were little cat Weeble Wobbles like this big. So I bought them balls, little mice, and, you know, stuff for them to play with. And these little springs that they grab and they bounce. And, so Littlefoot is down off the porch in the part where the grass is. And she is just flipping this thing up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm like, man, she really likes those little toys. Then it moved. It's not a toy. It was a bird. She caught a bird. Oh, she caught a bird. It was alive, a real bird. And she left it there for me after it died. I'm like, oh, God. And, you know, I love birds. They killed me. And then the next day, she left me another one. And I'm like, oh, it's dead. It's dead. I'm screaming for it. She left me a dead bird again. That totally blew me away. I'm like, no. And I guess it's a normal thing for cats to bring things to their humans as like a present. Because I was telling one of my pet friends on Facebook, I was telling her, I said, what's wrong with this cat? And she said, oh, mine brings me stuff all the time. And then she started screaming, oh my God. Her cat had brought her a mouse and dropped it down in the toaster. And now it can't get out, and it's hitting the springs and the toaster's moving. Like, oh, in your house, ew. She's like, what am I going to do? Throw it out, throw the whole thing out. Just throw it out. So she said, what if it jumps out at me? I'm like, just throw it out. Ah. So I told Littlefoot, I said, please don't bring me any more birds. No more birds. Then I was telling you earlier about the squirrels. We have so many squirrels, and I know squirrels they have babies in the spring, and then they have their next set in the fall. So they have 2 sets of babies, and these babies are just thriving. We have so many squirrels. They jump out of the garbage can at you when you put your garbage in. They are just into everything. And we're driving, and I'm only doing 25 down the side roads to get home. And a squirrel ran out in front of me. And I thought I missed it, but then I seen it hit the curb and it died. And I was so sad. And I'm like, why did it commit squirrelicide? Why? And Robert's like, it's okay. And I'm sitting there crying. I killed it. And he's like, it's a squirrel. I'm like, but it was alive. And it ran right to my tires. I'm like, it's squirrelicide. Why? Why is it doing that? I'm like, oh my goodness. So that did happen, and I feel bad. And then, let's see. Then I get a FaceTime call. And I'm like, and it's from Kristen, and I flip it on. And it's Olivia, and she's going, I went pee-pee in the potty, pee-pee in the potty. And then I'm like, you go, girl, go, girl, go, Olivia, Olivia, go, girl, go, girl. And I'm trying to do it with my throat, and my throat is so sore. And then she calls me back, and like about 2 hours later, she does FaceTime again, and she calls me, and I said, Olivia. And she goes, guess what? And I said, what? She goes, I went pee-pee in the potty twice, and I went poo-poo in the potty once. I did it. I did it. Go, Olivia. Go, Olivia. And so she had to FaceTime everybody and tell them that she went in the potty. And everybody is telling her how excited they are and proud of her. And she is just crazy. Now, Vicky is trying with Gemma, and Gemma wants no part of it at all. I'm like, you know, they had a commercial out before where this little monster came out of the toilet, and they had to take it offline because it was scaring the kids, thinking, no, it's going to bite me. There's a monster in the toilet. I saw it on TV, so they had to take that thing off. I mean, to an adult, it was funny. But to a kid, it traumatized them, thinking that there's a toilet monster going to come out and get them. But they, excuse me. But they did. They're doing pretty good. So I had to tell you that because I was so proud of Olivia. Kristen has been driving herself crazy, trying everything. Put the Cheerios in there. Put the water blue, and then you pee and make it green. And none of it works. And none of that stuff worked with Sadie and Corey either. I hammered up a shelf in the bathroom, put 3 cars, 3 dolls. I said, now, when you guys go in the potty, poo-poo and pee-pee in the potty, I will lift you up and you can take one of those down. That is the only way to do it. And I said, every kid is different. You have to find out what works with them. I mean, and she has tried stickers. I'll let you put the stickers all over the walls if you go. I'll let you do this. You can color, read a book, whatever. And finally, the music did it. She put the music on, sat there with her. She went. Hey. It takes time, and it takes a certain way to make them work. Not all kids are going to be the same way. And even though they are brothers and sisters, they are not going to be the same way. They're going to be totally different. And so I have a lot of whips I've been working on that I'm trying to get finished so I can show you. Every bag I go in, I find another one, and then I find another hook that I put with that one, and because I was wondering, where are all my hooks? They're in all these bags all over the place. So that is all of my notes. I have wrote notes for everything so that I did not miss anything because I always forget. So, that is what I have to tell you. So then I will try and do another tackle it and show it to you next week. I'm going to try to be more consistent, and as soon as we can get this totally gone, hopefully I will be. Because I catch cold too much. But I can't remember if I showed you this, but I had to show this. This is the new stickers that the post office come out with, is Betty White, because she was a very huge pet advocate. And since she passed away, they put her out on the stamps. And I asked the lady if they're going to do all of the Golden Girls, if they're going to do all 4 of them. And she said she doesn't know. She hasn't heard anything yet, so I'm hoping that they do. And then I had also got the Year of the Snake, because that's what Chinese New Year, the Year of the Snake is this year. And I missed the Year of the Dragon because we switched over this year to Year of Dragon. So I got to get, I hope they do that, where every year they do the Chinese symbols, because I really want to get the Year of the Dog, which is what I am. And if you go on there and you look up the Chinese zodiac and you read what it says about you, they are on point. Not the stuff you read from here or see online. The Chinese zodiac is on point. When you'll be like, that is so totally me. That is totally me. Check it out. Look it up. Chinese zodiac. Look for your sign. It'll give you a birth, year of birth. You look for your year of birth, and that's what you are. You're either a pig or a boar, a dragon, a snake. The dragon's the strongest sign. You're the snake, rat, ox, dog, rabbit. There's a couple more. I can't remember. But I am a dog. And when I read that, I'm like, I read it, went my birth year, read it, and I'm like, that's me. That is so totally me. And then we were down in Chinatown, the Year of the Dog. It was a couple years ago. And we were downtown for the Year of the Dog. And every place in Chinatown had something for the Year of the Dog. They had a Year of Dog cookie, so, I had to get that. They had a Year of Dog popcorn. They had Year of the Dog pins. And, I mean, everything, every store you went into, you got something from the Year of the Dog. So, of course, I had to get them all, because that's me. I'm the Year of the Dog. Cookie didn't make it home, though, because I ate that. So, but I got my keychain, and I got my sticker for Year of the Dog. And honestly, that was my best year. So that's like my lucky year. So as soon as that comes around again, I'm going to be, all right, I am going to let you go. And I want to send you hugs and puppy kisses, prayers if you need them. And please remember, adopt, don't shop. There are way too many babies out there without a home. I love you guys, and I will see you on our next video. Bye.